Do you know what time it is?
Do you know what time it
It's
is?
time to celebrate National Spinach Day.
It is March 26th. It is National Spinach Day.
Eat your spinach.
More spinach!
National Spinach Day.
I got this can of spinach.
Dude, is this spinach?
You're supposed to eat the spinach.
I'm strong to the spinach because I eat me spinach.
3, 2, 1.
It's showtime!
Why is it that I cook 9 pounds of spinach and then when I'm done I have a thimbleful? Why is that? It doesn't do that with any other vegetable. Where does it all disappear
That's
to?
not true.
Not that bad.
Cabbage does it.
Kind of.
Well, because you're cooking all the moisture out of it. That's the craziest thing.
I'm like a whole bag. I'll pop
yeah.
it into something, and then it's 1 teaspoon.
Yeah,
I'm
you got like
what?
the lid is barely on it.
Right? Man, so funny. Anyway, spinach. Are you spinach people?
I
in
love
here?
spinach.
Do you?
I prefer that in my salad.
That's what my mom does too. She doesn't use iceberg. There's no iceberg's empty calories. Yeah, yeah she does.
I also heard it's bad for your stomach. Iceberg.
Iceberg?
Yeah.
Who told you that?
A chef.
Titanic?
No, a chef.
Anyway, speaking of
cheesy.
Speaking of food, by the way, I love TikTok for recipes because I don't know what
And medical advice. And how to parent. And life hacks. Movie reviews.
Bring it all. Bring it all. But my point is like if I look at a recipe and it becomes daunting, there's 19 steps and blah blah blah. Usually TikTok there's like 4 or 5 steps, and then they're doing it with you. Like it's literally 30 seconds. It's like you put this in, then you put this in, then you put this in, you stir it up, you put it in, and boom, you're done.
Here's a life hack. Go to AI and say, I want this done in less steps, and it'll give you less steps.
Dude, I tell you what.
I can't wait till AI poisons all of you.
Right?
It's like, I got a life hack for you. Arsenic.
So, and they're like, well, AI said it.
AI said it. 4 steps. I was in it.
Dude, how many
Sprinkle
people?
a little on top of that spinach.
How many people, if AI just decided, like all the AI got together, said, let's cull some of the planet, how many people would, if AI said, hey, to get rid of all diseases, take 1 cup of arsenic, how many people would do it?
Dude, people drive their cars into lakes because Waze tells them to.
Drive that way. They told me this is the way.
Look, that's what the blue line said.
So true.
So I had something kind of scary happen to me last night. And it sounded like an AI-generated voice. But it was like 9:30, and if
I'm watching you, Mrs. Latz.
No. If you're
Slower.
a realtor, you answer your phone.
You answer your phone.
No matter what time it is.
Absolutely.
So
crazy.
it was like a 419 number. So I'm like, hey.
Lead.
Hello, Kelly Latz. And then this little tiny voice, like a 5-year-old, goes, hello, what are you doing? And then hangs up. And I'm like, okay, maybe somebody got their mom's phone, but then they called like 9 times later because I didn't answer, and then they were leaving me messages like help me.
Nope.
Jesus.
Help me, I need your help. And then the next message was, can I come over to your house? I need to show you something. I was like, oh my gosh. And Tim is traveling. I'm all alone. And I was freaking out.
Do you not?
I almost called you and spent the night.
Oh my God, yeah. Right. Do you not go to the authorities for that? Like if someone's calling you 9 times and you're alone and it's night and they're saying, I'm coming to you. Are you alone? I'm coming to see you. What?
No.
You don't call the authorities?
Steven, what were you doing last night?
I couldn't sleep. I just wanted to have fun. Sorry.
So, bottom line is, I could not sleep last night. I was up until I kept trying. I took 2 sleeping pills. I was dying.
Which is safe. And we have to make sure you're knocked out if somebody shows up.
Right?
She's
making it easy for
dude,
me.
I've been like, I drank 4 pots of coffee. I walked around with a baseball bat.
I'm not going to sleep.
It wasn't like, you know what's really going to calm me down? Drugs.
Drugs.
Did you even consider going to the authorities or calling the authorities?
No,
or no?
I kept saying to myself, you are overreacting. This was probably like a scam. Somebody wanted thought whoever nobody picks up their phone anymore. So then they were going to try to talk to me. Thought I was maybe lonely and trying to get some money, or maybe it was a prince that didn't know I was 56 and was.
I found your shoe, madam.
Yeah,
I was wondering if it fit.
Yes, and maybe he was just for the small price of $3,000 in gift cards to get him here, and then he would lavish me with the castle.
I think honestly, Kel, I think you should go to the police for that because they're very open to that stuff. They're like, hey, well, we'll just send a patrol to drive by a couple extra times tonight. You'll be okay, blah, blah, blah. But I think putting it on the radar, I think would have been a smart thing to do, and I think they would have probably just drove by. I don't think they would have made a big deal. Because almost people think, emergency is, for a big deal, but it doesn't have to be a big deal for them to help you.
It has to be an emergency.
Yeah, but
you call the
non-emergency number.
That's
fine, but they'll still
tell them that.
Yeah,
Don't tell them to call 911.
I didn't say call 911.
You
I said call the
emergency.
authorities. I said if you're calling the dispatch, it's the same operators. It's just a different line they're answering. So I'm saying if you call dispatch, I think they would have sent someone over, and they wouldn't have made a big deal out of it if you didn't make a big deal out of it. But I think for peace of mind, they do that stuff. I think.
Yeah, I'm not good at scary things. Yeah. I'm just not. So it was a tough night last night.
So we were out. So going back to this whole TikTok recipes. So I go to AI I go to TikTok because we were at a Mayo, and they're like, oh my god, best Mayo recipe, and 6 TikToks all the same, the exact same recipe, and it literally took 30 seconds to make and I know the recipe in my head because it's 4 ingredients. You take 1 egg. You take a little bit of lemon juice. Yeah. You take a little lemon juice, and then you take a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and then you take a cup of oil. That's it, and then you just blend it together. Boom. In the last week and a half, I've made that motherfucker 3 times, and it's just a sloppy mess. I'm like, how do I mess up 4 ingredients where everyone else is doing it? How am I so dumb that I can't figure out how to make mayo when they're showing me how to make mayo?
Are you not whipping it fast enough?
Dude, I put it in a blender, dude. It's like super blender. And then Colleen's like, let me do it. So she puts it in a different blender. So she made the same recipe. So we did it 4 times between the two of us in the last week and a half. And it was the same sloppy mess that I had. And it looks beautiful and white and fluffy. Everyone else does it except me. It's crazy.
Maybe you should stop trying to make things that are bad for you.
Right, man? That's what they're saying.
Maybe the Lord is like, look, I let you fry some onion rings.
Yes.
I let you make some Parmesan chips. Yeah. We're going to draw the line here at making your own mayo.
Dude, I made pickled chips over the weekend. People loved the pickled chips. Just a cheese with pickle and some seasoning, and oh man, so good. But
let me tell you,
make mayo though.
You're spending too much money with all those eggs. You'd be cheaper just to drive to get a jar of
eggs. Do you not know what country you live in now? You're just willy-nilly throwing eggs
all
away on failed mayo recipes.
5 eggs gone.
Let me ask you a question.
You're rich, Andrew.
Let me ask you a question. Do you guys feel, kind of along the same line, do you guys feel that the country is a disaster, a mess? People are acting crazy. They're wiling out. Do we just say that to say it, or do we really feel it? And is it worse over the last couple months, or is it the same as it's always been? Is there a notable change, or are we just making that up in our head?
I've felt it.
You felt it?
And I don't know if that's because I'm a person of color. And the things that I am seeing reminds me of the things that I learned in history. And I don't know. I mean, I definitely feel it.
Yeah. Well, but is it real? Do you think it's real?
I think it's real. Okay. I think it's very real. I think people are more aggressive. They're more angry, just distrusting, and it's scary.
Right. What about you, Kel? Do you feel it different, or is it just the same?
Well, on a different level with me, and I shared this a couple weeks ago. I mean, financially, I'm feeling a little bit of hit because people that were searching for houses, people that were listing their house are now pausing because they're unsure of what the economy will bring. And so I believe, I think I shared this 2 weeks ago, I had 2 people back out in the same week, and one was buying a house and selling theirs. So that was a significant amount of money, probably, tens of $1,000s I lost that week of just people halting in their search for houses, scared of the economy.
So you think it's real? What about you, Steve? You think it's real?
Yeah, I think it's real.
Really, the people are
Yeah.
kind of wiling out a little more. The country, everyone's
Yeah.
the world's kind of wiling out.
Yes, it's just gone from extreme to extreme to extreme, and that's all we do is just
Yeah.
top the previous extreme.
Right. Well, what about you, K2? You think you feel it or no?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, for sure?
Yeah.
For sure. I got some text messaging, 419-345-3375. Do you still have that blend tech from 2010? Absolutely. Boy, that blender is amazing. Although it was making mayo yesterday and started to smoke in the bottom. So I don't know if it's
because the Lord. it's the Lord.
You're using too much eggs.
Someone said the egg industry getting you to use more eggs. That recipe doesn't even work. Well, I see the results, though. Someone said, dude, I'll Venmo you $4 now for some mayo. I will take it. Someone said, I feel it, and I'm white, but I also have biracial children. It is a shit show out there right now. Wow.
It is. And it's not even about race either. That's part of it, but there's
It
so
is.
much.
It is.
Says the
Stop.
white dude.
It's the craziest thing.
In a whole.
Stop.
In
It
a
is
whole.
more than
in
that.
a whole. As a whole nation, there's more than just racism as problems. They're falling apart left and right.
This is the thing
left
that
and right.
is the focus. Like, I love how everybody is saying it's economy, and blah blah blah. Well, if it was, then you guys would be up in arms right now because he has driven this economy into the fucking ground. But no, you're not. What's happening is you guys are all like, give him some time. So it is about race.
It's fascinating to me. And we don't want to get into too much politics, but it's fascinating to me how much leeway they give this guy. Like they wouldn't give this much grace to a family member if he was fucking up so many things. But
Right?
man, it's crazy.
You'd be like this, tough love, we got to cut him off.
Right. Oh my God, it's so funny. Do you guys, when you eat cereal, I don't know if you guys still eat cereal, but if you still eat cereal, do you guys drink the milk?
Yeah.
It's a bonus. Like that's delicious,
That's
right?
why you only get cereal that gives you delicious milk.
Yeah. So what about you, Kel? Do you drink the milk?
I do.
Steven,
I
K2?
used to, yeah, I don't eat cereal anymore.
Okay, K2.
No, I don't drink the milk. It goes right down the drain.
That doesn't surprise me. See, that doesn't surprise me. But the kids nowadays, they don't drink the milk. Like Josie doesn't drink the milk, and I thought it was
Yeah,
just
because
her.
everybody's tired of drinking the Kool-Aid.
Don't they know that all the sugar and stuff from the cereal is in the milk?
Dude, that milk is delicious.
Dude, we were poor. You drank and ate everything
Oh
that
my
was
God.
put in front of you.
I just did that for fun.
I don't even understand. So Josie will not. She refused. Like, won't even drink the milk. And then she had a couple friends over. None of them drank the milk. And I'm like, is this a thing now for kids? They
Well,
don't
I
drink
mean,
the milk.
Honestly, if you look at it, it is kind of bath water for cereal.
Right?
But
Have you ever leaned over and took a straw to the tub?
There are some people who might have tried that before. No
Like-
judgment. We listen and we don't judge.
No judgment.
It's magically delicious. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right?
The bath water?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Milk.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, what?
Bath water. Steven.
Like
I was like, Mrs. Latz, what's going on here?
Someone said race isn't exactly a one-way street either, Demetrius.
Oh my God.
Poor white men.
What?
Poor white men. I feel bad for them.
Yes. So oppressed.
I'm just
So
saying.
impressed.
I mean, honestly,
Okay.
I can't wait to have people go back to, that's right, Europe.
By the way, Skylar says milk is the way of life. I know. I'm telling you, man, you got to love that milk. Someone else said, did anyone else catch what old Jazzy Ratchet been saying? Call the Texas governor Hot Wheels. Oh,
What? What is this?
Really? That your president made
She's
fun
great.
of a handicapped guy,
Yeah.
and he's only in a wheelchair for a little bit.
yeah.
You don't think he
that's-
goes around go? Vroom, vroom,
It's
vroom?
more of a political story.
Yeah.
It's
That's
our
funny,
buddy-
He did that in 2016 with another handicapped person.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Well, they're saying that, which I love. I love Crockett. I can't remember her name, but she's
Yeah,
great. And
she's-
she puts it to him. Boy, she makes those white people and those
Man.
Republicans so
Yeah,
mad. And I
you can't
love it.
hide. You can't put a real black woman in.
She's awesome. What else? I guess that's it. Oh, wait, one more thing. So I thought about this yesterday because I handed Colleen something. I'm like, here, take a drink. She's like, I'm not drinking it. She goes, you take a drink first. I'm like, why do I have to take a drink first? This is dumb. I'm like, I want you to try this.
That shows a level of distrust
I
in
know.
your marriage.
Dude.
You should be the one saying that to her, actually.
I'm like, just try it. She's like, no, you try it first. And I'm like, what is going on? Anyway, she wouldn't try until I tried it. So I was like, I'll try it. I mean, I made it. I know what's in it. And I just wanted to see if you like it. It was like I make a special water with little cucumber, a little basil,
It's like one of those
a little
movies
lemon.
from a spy movie where they're like, they're sitting there they have 2 drinks sitting out, and the guy's just like, aren't you thirsty? He's like, yeah, I'm thirsty. He goes, how about you drink it first?
Yeah.
And
or like in the spy movie, they switch them.
right? I tricked you, bitch. Ah.
So it got me thinking, like, so I make this special water, and I just wanted her to try it. It wasn't a big deal. But would you, if by the way, there's this. Have you seen the TikToks where the wife will have the camera on, but obviously the husband doesn't know, and she'll say, "You want some water, honey? You look thirsty." He's like, "Yeah, sure," and she stirs it and hands it to him. Just the test is to see if he'll drink. He's like, "Why are you stirring the water?" And he starts looking. It's like, just drink it. It's water. What are you doing right now? Like, what's the problem? She stirs it some more here. He won't drink it. It's a TikTok. It's hysterical to see the reaction.
It's
of the
hilarious
dude.
how people react when they think they're being poisoned. I love it. You know, have you ever seen the TikTok where you tell your kid he's adopted and he's not really adopted and just watch his face? I love destroying children emotionally.
That's actually funny.
It's hilarious.
So
There's so many ones.
it got me thinking. If I handed you a drink and said, "Drink this, Demetrius," would you drink? Would you
No.
take it? Why?
No.
He did
Why?
that yesterday. He gave you a thing of grape juice.
Yeah. Well, he knew it was on the label though.
Yeah.
I'm talking about if it was just a drink that I made. I handed to you. You wouldn't drink it.
No.
What if I told you it was alcohol?
No.
Really?
Yeah, because there's
Kelly-
certain types of alcohol I don't like.
If I handed it to you, would you drink it? If I said, "Here, drink this."
I don't know.
The answer is no, young lady.
I wasn't tasting
It is
it.
no.
It's no.
Stop your paws.
Why? Why not?
Well, listen, you have handed me things that I have partaked in. I drink them.
Okay,
but sometimes I don't know about you and your concoctions. So I'm like, I would have to look at it before.
Steve, if I just handed you and said, "Here, chase this," would you
No.
chase? You wouldn't?
No. Well, I would look at it first.
What can you see?
Well, because some of the things that you make water-wise, it looks like they just went to a well that was filled with sewage and just like, here
Yeah.
you go, it's fresh.
I know, like you just dragged your cup along the sidewalk during a rainy day.
I mean, who does too much with water?
Threw a lemon
Only
in it.
I
Andrew
do too much.
Z.
Yeah.
So my water's got garlic, onion, honey, chia seeds, lime, lemon, orange,
Holy shit, you got a
much.
salad in your
ginger,
glass.
cinnamon, and
What are you doing?
You don't have your water this morning, do you?
I drank it already.
Oh,
I
did
drink
you?
one. I drink one. I need to get a second one.
No
So, yeah.
way did you drink a spaghetti jar of that water already.
I did.
No way.
I swear I did.
Oh my god.
So if I handed you the K2 as a try this, would you try it?
Yeah, I probably would.
See, okay. Who in here would you try something from, and who would you not? So who could hand you something to be? I know Kelly. If she handed you something, you would take it. You would drink it.
I would sniff it
You would
first.
taste it. Would you?
No, yeah. I don't think I'd take a drink from any of you.
Really?
Yeah,
Not even me?
especially you.
What did I do?
Especially you.
Yeah, put a little bit of racism in there.
I sprinkled a little bit of recession in here so you know there's more than just race.
Kelly, who would you take a drink from if they just handed it to you? Said, "Here, try this."
Kelly, K2.
Really? Mm-hmm. What about you, Steven?
I would probably get it from everyone but you.
That's the best answer.
I just don't, if I'm asking for a glass of water, I'm expecting a glass of water.
Not a salad.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, here's a salad. You don't have to chew it. You just drink it. It's great.
You know,
Blended it up this morning.
it's so funny. It's the first glass of water I ever served with a fork.
I did get a text at 419-345-3375. I've seen the kind of girls Demetrius dates, and he's worried about drinking something. Obviously, he's had worse in his mouth.
Oh, shots fired.
Right?
That's funny.
Listeners got jokes.
Right. Listeners do got jokes. All right, let's get into the news. Everything we need to know about the death of 13-year-old Kaimani Lateeg. We were talking about it already off the air before we even got in. I mean, it's on everyone's mind here in the Toledo area. One of her former teachers said the school staff reported concerning things that the girl said was happening at home to Children's Services. She said the young girl was with a different guardian at the time. The agency said none of the documents in the case are public record. So they're thinking that maybe Children's Services maybe dropped the ball. And someone did say, did they drop the ball or they're just overwhelmed and overworked? I mean, you have to give them at least a little bit of grace, maybe.
It's
right?
It's a thankless job.
It is a thankless.
And
you have to be right 100% of the time.
Yeah, and it's not Toledo Children's Service. This is Lucas County. So imagine it's the entire area.
Right.
So you're dealing with like not
That's
just
true.
city kids or people who live in your area. They have an entire county they have to take care of, and who wakes up anymore and says I want to be a social worker? No one. No one.
They are under fire, though. I mean, my feed is all about.
Well, let me ask you this. This has nothing to do with Kehlani, but when it comes to, because I thought about this, it triggered in my mind because I thought about this yesterday. There's three buckets. There's three buckets of anyone in government. One is if they're losing their job, they're getting downsized. It sucks, and they haven't done anything wrong, and there's no reason for them to. And on the other side, are you like these motherfuckers? Like, have they kind of done it to themselves? When it comes to when it comes to their attitudes, like they seem untouchable. Like you try to go to get a Social Security card, you try to go to get a license. They have such bad attitudes. So now they need public outcry to save their jobs.
What are you talking
You're like,
about?
motherfucker, you should have been nice. You've never gone to a government anything, and
we're talking
and been
about
treated
social
like shit.
workers.
I know. I'm not talking about social workers. I'm talking about government in general with the culling of government workers and government jobs. I mean, maybe they're like, they need us now. It's like, motherfucker, you should have been nicer to me when I was trying to get my Social Security number changed or my name on my card changed, or I need a driver's license. They can be so rude, or when you're calling about benefits and you're on the phone with them, they can be rude as fuck. So now they need us, and maybe you should have been nicer over the years. And I'm not saying you should lose your
because you
job.
haven't been nice to us. Nobody's going to stand up for the. I don't understand what you're saying right now.
You don't? Okay,
I don't.
I will give you an idea.
Like, when I
worked at KISS, and everything was great, and we're number one, everyone's super nice to you. But me, I would go home. I wasn't going to happy hour. Wasn't doing all that. There has to be some personal relationship with the people, because then when you're under fire, they're not going to stand up for you. They don't give a fuck. They're like, he was an asshole anyway. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. If you been asshole to people for years that have come in the times when they really need your help and you're not nice, they're less apt to stand up for you when you are under attack. That's common sense.
But when something is just, it is just, regardless of whether or not somebody is an asshole. It doesn't. If it's right, you stand up. I don't go, oh my God, it's right, but this dude is a dick.
Really?
And
You've never done that?
I've never done that.
You didn't say.
Makes no sense to me.
Have you never in your life said, "Oh, that's just karma"?
Right, or that's karma, or
When
you know what, they
something
should have been
is just-
nicer, or
when something
really
is wrong and is just blatantly wrong, it is wrong regardless of what asshole is in the position.
Interesting.
It's just wrong. Period.
All right. All right. So back to that was a side turn, but back to Keimani. There was a teacher that a former a teacher said that. Where did I see that story? She said this seems like it could have been preventable. Like if
I think it's irresponsible for her to or whoever teacher is to say that right now. I think that's super irresponsible.
Well, it says that they were crowd gathered at the abandoned house, and then I guess the news just asked her, and she said it could have been. But that's true. If she wasn't in that house, if she wasn't in that environment, if they would have seen that she needed help or that it was not a good environment, if they would have gotten her out, then she wouldn't have been in this position.
And you got to think right now, that teacher's going in her head, and she's saying, I did this. What else should I have done? I knew things were wrong. That teacher's living with that right now, too, in their head, and that's hard.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Anyway, at the vigil for the Teen Tuesday night, a community organizer said they plan to commemorate Keimani's birthday with an event on Friday. Her 14th birthday would have been this
sad.
Friday. I know. And did you see that?
I'm glad they didn't kill that guy.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Part
glad.
of me wanted them to, but
I know.
No, why should he get off easy?
Because I want to know what happened. I want to know what happened.
Yeah.
An autopsy released yesterday determined Keimani Lateef died of multiple incised wounds of the neck. They sliced her neck. They cut her fucking hands off, man.
Did they?
They said they almost
Did you
cut
not
off her head.
Did they?
Well, yeah, did you
I
not
didn't
hear
see.
this?
I didn't see that in any of the stories.
That's what
I
the
didn't
cop said in the interview on the
Hold on,
news.
I'm going to pull it
What-
up. I'm
what
going to pull it up
news?
now. I'll pull it up now. Here we go. This is the...
It was an individual wanted for homicide out of
the
Toledo.
guy from Columbus?
Yeah. This is the guy from the this is where they shot.
Yeah.
So the dad is on the run. They find he's in Columbus. Columbus SWAT finds out somehow, and they end up confronting him. There is an altercation. There's a shooting, and here's the Columbus head of the department, head of the
SWAT
Fraternal Order of.
Oh, is he?
He's the what do they call it? Union rep for the police.
When I heard about this case, this was an individual wanted for homicide out of Toledo. I called my union counterpart in Toledo. I said, hey, good news, we have your guy. Your guy committed a murder, chose to fled to our town. I'll tell you right now, the wrong town to come to if you murder somebody. Our SWAT team will go out looking for you. This case is one of the most horrific cases I ever heard. This is a 14-year-old that was murdered, raped, had her hands cut off, and her throat almost cut off. This is an absolute animal that came into our town. I understand some of your editors won't let you print the word animal or view the word animal. If people are more offended to how I'm describing him, how he treated that girl, that's on them, not on me. Again, I'm glad our officers are okay. Our SWAT are the best of the best. We just send a message. You murder somebody, do not come to this town.
I like him.
Dude is no nonsense.
Yeah.
Steve. Demetrius is triggered. Steven thought Demetrius
knew
knew
he
you'd
would
be
be.
triggered.
Yep.
Steven first came in and said Demetrius not gonna like this, and I'm like, what? What's he not gonna like? This guy's a tough talker and getting shit done.
Made race out of it.
And how did Steven say he made race out of it? How did he make race out of it?
I'm not turning it into a race thing.
No, Steven was saying.
But I think I think his boisterousness, like how, like he's like, don't come here, blah blah blah. How like he shared things
That weren't shared before.
that weren't shared before. I don't know how much of that is true. And to think that he would say, it's weird to me that people are like, oh hell yeah, but
that's the way I am.
Yeah, I'm glad they caught him.
that
I
guy.
want let the facts shake out. Yes, fuck that guy, but let it.
Well,
what?
cop's not going to lie.
What?
I mean, that's the facts.
See
of the
the
facts.
thing. Are they the facts?
Yes.
How?
What do you mean,
Where is
how?
it in the report? I don't know why he would share that. I don't know why another cop would tell him
I'll tell
this
you why.
girl has been.
I'll tell
Because
you
you
why.
know what it does?
I'll tell you why.
Because what it does is it sends cops out on the street to kill somebody, not to capture
Well,
somebody.
no. I'll tell you.
That's what it does. If I tell you he raped and murdered a 14-year-old child, you're not going out there like, hey, we want to find out. We're going out there to put this dude in the ground.
This is why it happened, is because you got to remember he's not in the Toledo media sphere. He's in the Columbus media sphere. So he only knows what other cops told him. So another cop told him, hey, you caught that guy? He fucking cut these girls' hands off, blah, 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 blah. So he doesn't know what's already been shared here. He doesn't know what's already been shared here. So he thinks if a cop is telling him that it's already common knowledge, he doesn't know that
Or he
it's
read
not.
it in the report
Or
and
he read it in the report.
and
What
didn't
report?
realize
Yeah.
that.
Because it's a warrant. What report comes with that warrant?
Okay.
Well,
They've obviously exchanged information from station to station.
That he was wanted for murder,
Well,
not what he
you know,
did.
Oh wow, come on!
And this
You're on
is
the phone.
crazy
You're on
to
the phone
me.
with another officer. You're like, this motherfucker cut off her hands and blah blah blah. You know, people talk. People talk the way they talk.
Look, I would just think that that's irresponsible of any Toledo police officer to share that kind of information and have that child's parents, have that child's family watch that report and hear that shit without, like, that's crazy to me.
Well, the family may have already known.
But
we don't
don't
know.
may.
Didn't they interview the Guardian yesterday on the news?
Mm-hmm.
She was saying the same things. She confirmed it.
About the hands
When?
part?
About what had
I heard the
happened to
rape
her.
part and the
So you're telling me that this dad raped his daughter and then murdered
him
her?
or this this fucking asshole that was with him, this KP guy who was with him, whoever it was.
I need answers.
And we don't even know if I don't even know. Colleen was saying I don't even know if that's her real dad.
That's the
We're
thing.
not
I think
even
we
sure
all
if that's her
want
real
answers,
dad.
too.
Yeah, I mean for sure.
I'm sure we'll get them here pretty soon.
Police spokesman in Columbus said the 13-year-old was raped and her hands cut off. A Columbus officer shot Kaimani's father, Darnell Jones, on Tuesday morning. During a confrontation, he's in stable condition and is facing new charges with Franklin County. He's expected to face a judge on Wednesday. Kimani's family said the only legitimate way for the community members to donate to memorial service at this point is through the Brown Legacy Memorial Funeral Home in Toledo. Anything else, don't give money to. Yeah, don't give money to. The teen was slated to receive the kindness and spirit at Spring Elementary School later this week. The city of Toledo plans to demolish the house where the 13-year-old girl's body was found. So there you go. That's kind of all the latest. Got some text messages in 419-345-3375. I'll wait. Someone said I would question Andrew hearing some of his concoctions. It's like he goes in the refrigerator and just starts packing shit and mixing them with water. Another one said, "Who has to say it for it to be true, D?" I mean, you've got a cop saying it. The cop said way too much. Another one said, way too much. He was grandstanding. We have the perpetrator, and we're going to make sure he's prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Not to mention they're giving his defense something to go on as far as a fair trial. Totally irresponsible of that cop to do that.
Yeah, I think he was just jacked up off the adrenaline from the bus.
Look at him.
He was.
Look at him. That guy looks for crime.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like K2 was saying, and a lot of people are like, I love the way this guy talks. He's like legit. He's like, you come to my fucking town, motherfucker. I'm putting all of you on notice. You come to my town. It's not gonna. It's gonna be all. Criminals come to my town. It's gonna be all bad for you.
You know what's funny is like nobody sees it. That it is the same Donald Trump shit. And everybody does this shit. Oh, I love it. I love it here.
I know.
And you're like, but you don't love it when it's running the country. But here, it's the same shit.
Well,
it's crazy to me.
I know what you're saying, and it's what we talked about yesterday. What's right and what feels right. They're two different things. It feels right to send Venezuelan fucking gang members back to Venezuela and fuck them. But it's also like, wow, what's Venezuelan today? What if it happens to be you? And then all of a sudden now you want rights, but you didn't give them right. I get it. It's a slippery slope. I get it. I did get a text message that the cop said, he looks like a whole new daddy. He looks like a whole daddy. He was a good looking son of a bitch.
There were a lot of women
chiseled jaw son
a lot
of
of husbands were like, why is the couch soaking?
I didn't see him. Now I need to see him.
He's good looking.
Is he?
Yeah,
does he match his voice?
There's a lot of women like, I wish he'd kick my door in. I would take a baton beating from this man.
Shoot me, officer.
So the reason I bring him back up is his tough talk, and so Roberto Torres, my friend Roberto Torres, he announced that he's running for mayor yesterday. He's going up against Wade, and he's up there and he does a press conference, and it's he says that we need to tear down these buildings, we need to bring back more investments in Toledo, all great stuff, and he's got a track record of doing it in other towns, so he has done the work. But you look at the press conference, and I think he got mad at me because I texted him. Here's what I texted him. I was like, brother, I said, in a Donald Trump world, in a Columbus police officer world, he just sounded to me like just a regular politician, like just calm. And here's what I sent him. And we were going back and forth a little bit, but I will say with all due respect, and you can disregard if you like, but I sent him a video of somebody, the glazed funnel cakes guy, Rashawn. And Rashawn's like, the city is angry. The city is hurting, blah, blah, blah. We need to do this. So I sent him that video because I saw his press conference on announcing his mayor. And I said, watch this video. The city doesn't want a Kamala Harris. They want a Bernie Sanders. The city is hurting. It's mad. They feel the government doesn't care about them. Politics can't be the old way in Donald Trump's America. They want people who are going to be loud, disrupt, and fight. Fight like a Marine, call his ass out hard, and do it every day, 5 times a day. I'm talking about Wade. Criticize everything that makes him look out of touch. He's elite and incompetent. This is what the streets are saying. And I think it's true. It's in Donald Trump's America. You can't just be politician, you're going to do the old rules, and we just need to bring in investment. No, they want to hear. I want to know why crime is out of control. I want to know why these fucking abandoned buildings are here. I want to know why you haven't brought a job to this town in 8 years that you've been in office. There's shit that you need to answer for, and it's not. People aren't in oh, I'm just going to be sweet mode. No, they are in shit needs to be changed. There needs to be a change. And they need a Columbus cop.
Bro,
and that's what they need.
No,
that's
we
what
don't.
we need. Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
That's what the people want. The people are voting. That's what the people want.
Right now,
whether you're going to lose, you're going to lose.
Here's the thing. Do I feed you more poison because poison's what you're desiring? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Right.
We all understand that this kind of fucking behavior is driving us apart. And you are saying, give them more of that behavior because that's the only thing they're eating right now.
Or give,
well, you know what?
Yes, absolutely.
No.
The streets are hurting. People are mad.
Streets are hurting.
They are. Dude, you were out of touch. I was on the streets. I was there when that girl got brought out. The streets are angry, and the streets are mad. And they do feel like the government is not working for them. And I don't know how you cannot say it is. It's not.
That girl's murder to the government working. And
all of it.
And that is a
crazy matter of fact, we opened the show with that. But the people feel like the world is not working right now. And you can't just be calm and an everyday politician and think that you're going to win an election.
You cannot meet anger with anger. That is the craziest shit I've ever heard.
I disagree.
It's just
really
replacing one extreme with another.
You know, because I'm telling you right now, there were leaders like Gandhi, Martin Luther King. Come on now.
Those are one.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me right now that and so because the masses are doing it, and clearly it's wrong. Well, it's wrong.
Okay, are you trying? If you think if you have good in your heart and you think you can make a change, you need to do what you can to get in the office. You can be you can be Gandhi and walk the streets and everything's gumdrops and roses, and you can lose.
And you know what? That is the problem that we have today with politicians because they do shit like you just said. You do anything you can to win. You say anything. You do anything. And
you call out the
shit we have.
You call out the bullshit. What's wrong with calling out the bullshit?
There's better ways of doing it than meeting it with anger.
Call out the criminals. Say, come to my town, motherfucker, and you're going to leave in handcuffs. You come into my town to do no good. You are putting you on notice right now. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think what he's saying is it's just replacing one extreme with another extreme, which is what we don't need because it's what we've had. And it's just getting worse.
Fuck you.
We've been pretty political this morning. We need fun.
All right.
Yeah, I want to laugh at Demetrius.
You don't like angry Demetrius? Former
Nobody does.
Wow!
Nobody.
That's fucked up, Agnes.
Agnes!
Former Adelante employee pleads guilty to fraud. She's the Adelante, the Latino Resource Center, closes doors in 2022 after she took the money. She went to the Hollywood casino, spent $400,000. You know what sucks is I know that you get into that bind and you're down 10 grand. You're like, all right, I'll make it back, and I'm gonna give them even more money. You're down 20, then you're down 50, then you're down 100. You think you're gonna make it right at some point, and you ain't making it, and the stars ain't aligning.
There's just that moment where you're just like, fuck it, I'm in too deep. I'm just like, it's a man lie. That's how women, like when women man lie to themselves, man, they do it better than we do. They do it to $400,000. We just go, she'll never find out.
Someone said, and that's why Stephen A. Smith could win an election because he's all talk.
That's so random. Isn't he a sports commentator?
Yeah.
No, but he's dipping his toe in the water.
He is dipping his toe. He's been going very political lately.
Everybody is. They're all drinking the juice.
See, because you know what? This is the last thing I'm going to say. Is now people who run political campaigns have seen that they can get actors.
Yep.
Actors will win shit.
Of course.
Talking heads will win shit. People who just, it is crazy to me. People of no substance. Just big fucking talking heads.
But that's okay. But that's what's winning elections. You got these morons that are just say whatever they want and talking heads and whatever. But I mean, but these idiots are voting for him. So you're going to get more of what is successful. That's what I was
so crazy.
I don't know. Let's see. New technology to help remove cancer. No big deal there.
Yeah, that's not exciting.
Oh my gosh.
Hundreds of thousands of Americans, women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. About 42,000 women will die from the disease this year. Research, technology, and new treatments are key factors in the fight to lower these numbers. According to the University of Toledo Health, they have a new tool in this arsenal to aid in the fight against cancer. The new technology helps doctors remove cancerous breast tissues more precisely, and it benefits both the surgeon and the patient. So new technology over there at UTMC. This is cute. 3-year-old Toledo boy and his mother are both cancer survivors. Hero Frost's mother, Heather Frost. So Hero, Hiro, and Heather both had cancer. He's 3 and she's obviously an adult woman. I don't know where. I've got to find her age. But he got treated at Russell J. Abid Children's Hospital.
Ebide.
What?
Ebide.
Ebide?
Yes,
Is it?
It's Ebide.
Russell J. Ebide Children's Hospital. So what happened is they both the kids spent a lot of time there. The mom spent a lot of time there, and they're both cancer free. And now she works at the hospital.
Good for her.
I know, it's a great story. See,
You know, I hear
wonderful
those people
story.
have really shitty insurance.
That work at
People-
the hospital?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
Like,
Yeah.
and it shocks me.
What?
Like I'm
Wow.
like you know the medical community, and they're like,
Right.
our insurance sucks. Like Jesus, what's your copay?
God, what? That's unbelievable.
I know.
Let's see what else. Findlay Municipal Court is going to hold a safe surrender day to clear the bench warrants from their calendar. So at April 7th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., everyone come on in. Sounds like a trap. It sounds like a trap.
That sounds like what Ace is doing right now.
I know. Right. We're just checking on everybody whose last name ends in S. Come on in.
Ramirez, Martinez, all of them.
Ortiz.
All the S's.
If you got a Z in it, show up.
Now you, Andrew.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So safe surrender day, that means even if you got a warrant, you come in this day, they'll clear it all up. You can clear all your shit
Understand, some of you may not be leaving. Like,
Well,
depending
I
on the
mean-
severity of the warrant,
I mean, come on.
some of you may not be leaving.
Well, sure,
I
but
just killed someone. I thought we were allowed to.
This was
clear
safe
our name.
surrender day.
What the hell?
I just bought movie tickets.
I'm gonna miss Snow White if you
I know.
keep me much longer.
Jesus.
I had to see Gal Gadot.
I heard these dwarves were amazing.
Okay, so here's the latest on the Donald Trump texting fiasco, the text chat blunder. Here you go.
This is utterly unprofessional. There's been no apology. There has been no recognition of the gravity of this error.
As they grilled top Trump national security officials about that blunder where a reporter was mistakenly added to an encrypted group chat about what the reporter says were upcoming military operations.
You have to learn from every experience.
While President Trump is defending his national security advisor, Mike Waltz, who the reporter says added him to that group chat.
Does he need to apologize? No, I don't think he should apologize.
Of course not.
Bro,
fucking morons. All of them are
dude,
fucking morons.
Can I just say, this administration is treating this country like a girl that really loves him.
Yeah.
But he cheats on constantly.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Baby, I
like,
love you, though.
Yeah, like when we find panties, he's like, those aren't panties.
Yeah.
And you're like,
100%.
but they look just like the shit I'm wearing. Those aren't panties.
Look, man.
Those are granny panties. They belong to my grandma. She's a fantastic woman. People are saying.
It's the Shaggy defense.
Yeah, wasn't
hey,
me.
I caught you on the counter. Wasn't
No,
me.
Wasn't me. I don't know
Saw
what
you
you're talking about.
banging on the sofa.
It's so
That
true.
Wasn't me.
Dude,
And finally,
I caught you.
I think your girlfriends are like, oh, I can't believe she. Well, he says he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's like, okay.
Yeah.
He says he still loves
Canada,
Yeah, he says he still loves-
Canada
he
is
still
like
loves
this.
me.
Canada's like, come on now. We all know he's out here trying to fuck Greenland.
Man, for
And
sure.
we're like, no, he's not.
No, he's fine with me.
Yeah.
He's
Oh
fine
my
with me.
God.
He's
This is
so
the best
happy with
shit.
all of America. He's not really trying to take Greenland.
This is the best shit ever.
Oh my God, it's
Cause
insane
you
to
texted-
what these people believe. It's
just
insane.
Like, it wasn't classified. Really? It wasn't? 2 hours before Yemen explodes?
Yeah, you're telling people Yemen's about to explode? What the fuck, dude? They think we're morons. They don't, but people don't care.
Fucking Andrew Snowden's like, what the fuck?
I know.
I know.
President Trump signed an executive order that would require proof of citizenship for an election. This dude. illegal citizens don't vote with any consequence whatsoever. There's no fraud in voting ever. People aren't trying to risk their life. There's the penalties for fraudulent voting are so high.
Bro, have you seen what they're trying to do in Florida?
God. What?
They're rolling back the children labor laws.
Hopefully
to replace the migrants and immigrants
Yeah.
that they've arrested.
That's what
like
they're-
now your children are going to be working in fields.
Florida state legislator has advanced a bill that would lift some child labor laws, allowing kids as young as 14 to work overnight shifts. 14 overnight fucking shifts because you got rid of the fucking migrants, you fucking morons.
Start them young.
14-year-olds, you're working over. Hey, you're working overnights. I'm falling asleep in school, but it doesn't matter. Hey, I got my strawberries done. Go ahead, Kelly.
Miss Johnson, I got to get out of here early. I got third shift.
Unbelievable.
I'm putting together your Hyundai. I hope you're excited about that. I got tiny hands. They say I can fit into the compartment.
Right now, they're saying kids right now.
UAW strong.
Right now, kids can't work earlier than 6:30 or later than 11 p.m. But with this, cool days, let's go. On school days, work overnights. Unfucking believable.
I mean, they got rid of the education department, and
Yep.
now they're
Right.
yeah.
That's exactly.
I mean,
They
It's
don't
exactly
want
what it is.
educated people. They want workers.
Oh, my God.
Start them young. They'll be working their entire lives.
I'm exhausted and depressed. Let's go. Let's get out of
Let's
the
talk about
news.
balloons and
All right.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to talk about 23andMe?
Let's talk about the fall of America.
All right, hold on. Let me-
No? Okay.
Well, we're living it, and it sucks that we're all living it. But all right, let's see. Let's see what we can get to.
I can't wait
how
till
about-
I'm like that old guy in dystopian future who talks about when I remembered when cars ran.
Here's a defuck story of the day. 3 sisters are accused of trying to kill their mom because she turned off the Wi-Fi.
Bro, I saw this story.
I did too.
You know what? Here it is.
The fuck?
Like that's a you fault. That's a
I agree.
that's a parenting problem.
Yep.
Because if you were
You got
doing
3
it
kids
that all grab knives, you fucked up somewhere.
Yep.
Like you should have had one who went like this, but she's mom and we love her.
Right.
You were like, oh,
All
no.
three of them say it's a good idea to pick up a knife.
Like, we have to do this.
That is your.
Yeah.
You did something wrong. 14, 15, 16 grab kitchen knives, chased their mother through the house and into the street overnight on Sunday. One of the girls hit their mother with a brick, and their grandmother was knocked down trying to stop the attack. Nobody was seriously hurt. The girls were charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and booked into juvenile detention because mom turned off the Wi-Fi. Duh fuck.
What else?
And now they
led
don't
up to
have
that?
Wi-Fi.
Right.
What else led up to that? You know?
I don't know. But bad parenting led up to that.
Yeah, it was her trying to stand up one time.
Yeah.
She was trying to parent one
Yep.
time, and she was like, I'm turning off the
Too
Wi-Fi,
late.
and they were like, oh, no.
We will stab you. Get out of the way, Grandma.
You don't get to decide to parent today,
I've cut a bitch for less.
right?
Yeah. I did get a text. My 14-year-old is working overnight at Costco right now. It's great. God, I can't.
That's so crazy.
It's so crazy.
Like, we'll just make children work.
Oh my God.
What is this, Oliver Twist?
I can't, man. Dude,
Please,
I
sir,
can't.
may I have some more?
I will lose. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. And there's not much there already.
And I can't wait. I can't wait to walk by a construction site and see a 10-year-old go, nice tits.
Oh my god.
Hey, mama, get a little shake with those
No,
fries.
seriously, that's my mama. She's bringing me my lunch.
Right?
I said nice tits because those are my lunch.
Oh, stop. Too far.
Where's the nap section at? It's my nap time.
You're hanging around dudes all day long. I mean, God, unbelievable.
Scratching their hairless balls.
I can't.
Come home and slap his mom for burning the meatloaf.
Jesus.
I work hard all day.
Come home in his Power Wheel. Candy cigarette dangling from his mouth.
I'd have been home sooner, Mom, but the fucking traffic.
Traffic is a bitch out there. Can't believe people are just on these fucking bike trails like they're for bikes.
Oh my God. Dude.
You got junior progressive.
All right. This story to me is crazy. So, have you ever gone to Mexico And then you go to Mexico, and then they say, hey, you're going to get a free sightseeing trip. All you got to do is sit through a little 2-hour presentation. No big deal, right? Okay, so it's a timeshare. You go there, you watch the presentation, you leave. They try to stay. Four people you got to go through before you finally say I don't want it. Then you walk out and you go on your excursion or whatever. And it took they say it takes 2 hours, probably about 4 actually. It ends up being. Well, this Michigan couple now has been held in Mexico prison for 3 weeks on a Cancun vacation. It's a maximum security prison in Cancun for what their daughter in Michigan is saying is wrongful detainment. What happened was Paul and Christy Akeo, A-K-E-O, were apprehended by Mexican authorities on March 4th after arriving in Cancun for a planned vacation. They were going to go they're from Spring Arbor, Michigan. They were going to go and have some fun in Mexico. It was a 3-day trip, whatever. They were going to come back. Well, the couple is accused of defrauding a Cancun resort for more than $100,000 in unpaid resort fees. So what it looks like to me, what they did, they like going to Mexico. They went to Cancun. They went on another trip, probably signed paperwork for it, all-inclusive. They get home, have buyer's remorse, like a lot of people do. Well, they canceled the credit card payments. So they canceled how many? They signed a contract November 2021 to purchase a membership to Palace Resorts, which granted them the benefits of various rates and products. They signed up for the monthly payment plan to be made with a credit card, but that resort was later notified in 2022 that the couple had canceled 13 credit card transactions totaling $116,000. So the parents, the daughter's saying, well, the parents never used the resort. They just canceled. They got home and they decided no. They're like, no, that's fucking legal paperwork. And they went back to just go on a little trip to Cancun, and now they're busted for fraud, and now they're sitting in a maximum security prison there. And they say that their parents are being denied proper care while in the Mexican prison. Well, yeah. Mexico ain't known for their prison etiquette. Michigan congressman who represents the family confirmed the couple's arrest. And what's next? They say that their parents' hearing is March 10th. The Palace Resort was given 6 months to gather more evidence. Was given 6 months. So are they saying they're going to fucking have to be there for 6 months while they? Oh my God!
And like the poor mom has like horrible food allergies, and they just keep giving her food that she's allergic to, so she's having these bad reactions while she's in there.
God. Counter lawsuit coming up.
In Mexico?
I don't know.
By a white person?
I don't know.
That's gonna go well.
Welcome to your worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Being judged by Brown.
Oh my God.
Olympic rower. This is crazy. Olympic rowers at the 2032 Olympic Games. The games are going to be in Australia. And Australia, okay, they kind of have crocodile-infested waters where they're doing the rowing. But
just don't get out of the water.
But Australia,
win.
Like, don't we?
Right.
Win.
So it's motivation.
Experts are saying
we only hand out first place because second and third don't make it.
Here's the crocodile expert talking about the issue.
Yeah, there are crocs there. There's no doubt about it, and there's been a few removed in the last few years. I caught my first croc in the Fitzroy in 1982, just shortly after we started here. And that had just eaten a farmer's dog, and he was a bit upset about that. And this is all within the recreational area of Brocky. So something needs to be done about ensuring that people can still recreate in that area.
I could actually do it because I've got a knife. That's not a knife. This is a knife.
It's a knife.
It's a knife.
I love listening to Australians talk.
I know, dude.
They always sound like they just got done working on a car and killing a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Just
describing it.
Yep. Anything else, or is that it? Napster. What year are we in? Napster just sold for $207 million. What? Napster. Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime got 125 FCC complaints for things like inappropriate lyrics, raunchy dance moves, and anti-American themes. At least 10 people also complained that he used his time on stage to diss Drake. 10 Drake fans.
Yeah, that was Drake.
His mama.
And his mom. His dad. Probably Drake 2 more times.
I think he had his kid call up.
And finally, the dumbass of the day. A woman robbed a Dairy Queen at gunpoint. She's facing big charges in Florida. and only stole $1.50. $1.50. She didn't get cash from the register, so she grabbed what she could from a tip jar.
Man, you got robbed and they stole your tip money.
Damn.
It's a bad day for a DQ employee.
It's a bad day. All right.
I think anytime you say DQ employee, bad day is assumed.
It's every day. Every day is a bad day. And finally, the good news: a pilot and children aboard a missing plane have been found alive on frozen lake. A single-engine plane went down in Alaska on Sunday. Pilot and 2 kids on board, but a bunch of other pilots went looking for them and found them alive the next morning after being stranded 12 hours. Here's one of the good Samaritans.
I saw the Facebook post about the missing plane. Decided to go look for it. So I was probably halfway there. I had barely even started looking, and somebody came on the radio and said that they found them and they were alive. They were walking around. So I called the troopers immediately because I was still in cell service, and I knew there was a really good chance that the guy that had found him was not in cell service. Got him the info. Got the C-130 out there and got the helicopter.
Everyone's good. That is the good news. That is the news. Here's traffic and weather.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm Casey the Baroness on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning. We have some slow traffic on the traffic cams. This is between, it's on I-75 northbound between the Turnpike and Buck Road. Put a little extra time if you're heading that way. Taylor Kia, where you pay what we pay. When you buy your new vehicle at Taylor Kia of Toledo, you get employee pricing. Let us know what you're looking for and we'll sell it to you at our cost. This is a limited time offer. To learn more, visit us at TaylorKiaToledo.com or give us a call at 419-842-8811 to speak with a team member today.
And we are looking at the Furniture Palace forecast. It is 25 outside, and we're going to have a high of 48 later on today with sunny skies. So high 48, sunny skies, and then later on tonight, a low of 28. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm Stephen B. on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
I tell you, my friends, over at State Line Sauce, the #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. If you haven't got your State Line yet, why don't you pick a bottle up today? So many different flavors to choose from. One that's going to be perfect for you. Maybe some of that smoke horse, which is a horseradish sauce with a touch of hickory smoke. It's so delicious. This bottle starting at $9.99. They got the original, which is the mango habanero hot sauce. That's the first one they made, and it's just gone gangbusters from there since COVID. So get yourself some State Line sauce today and get sauced.
And don't forget about the wonderful ladies at Holy Grail Wellness doing their thing, helping you with your overall health, not just to lose weight, but trying to make sure you feel good. So right now they are running a special. They have a free consultation plus some IV treatments. They will come to you, to your house, your place of business, whatever it is, wherever you are. They want to get you hit with these IVs, so go to www.thestabbynurse.com, or you can text help at 419-388-7760. Let the ladies of Holy Grail Wellness help you out.
We've all heard about it, the Japanese head spot, and it is currently available at Skinology. This ultimate scalp facial will dissolve your stress as they lavish your scalp. They include a scalp analysis, a detox treatment, a deep conditioning treatment, a hair mask, and a scalp massage. Spoil yourself with a rejuvenating treatment that will leave you feeling refreshed and renewed. After all, your scalp deserves some pampering too. To book your appointment, go to skinologyfacebar.com.
I tell you, my friends over at Regan Insurance. Regan Insurance, we love those guys. And they've been protecting Toledo families since 1967. And it's time for you to see what Regan Insurance can do for you. All you got to do is go to Regan Insurance, Regan, R-I-N-S, insurance.com, and figure it out for yourself, how much money you can save.
Bring it. Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
Oh, sorry.
Live from the Taylor Automotive Studios, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia dealers, along with quality used cars from the top foreign and domestic automakers. Stop by your local dealership, test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. Also brought to you by Skinology, Furniture Palace, Regan Insurance, Holy Grail Wellness, and State Line Sauce Company. Now back to Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latch, the Princess of Property from Howard Hanner Realty. K2, the Baroness, Stephen B. Hardy is in the house as well. And, man, so much going on today. It's
Dr. D is here.
By the way, what's that?
Dr. D is here.
Oh, Dr. D is here. Oh, cool. Hi, Dr. D. Let me pull her mic up. What's up, Dr. D?
Hi there.
And also we've got, what was I going to say? Oh, it's our last show of the, before vacation. We're taking a couple days off. We'll be back next week. Not a long one. Demetrius won't let us have a long one, but taking a couple days.
God forbid.
I wanted to say slave driver, but I don't think you're allowed to say that anymore.
No, not today.
So cross that out.
You know, that's a DEI hire. Finally, more black people doing slave driving. Yes.
All right, let's get into Steve.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it.
It's Steve Sleaze on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
Time for Steve Sleaze. Hey, Steve.
Hey, I heard you talk about taking days off. Unless I get a check, I take off whenever I want.
Oh,
right?
Wow. Man, that was... Steve, that was a shot. Yeah, Thursday and Friday we're gonna be off, but hey, Friday we're gonna be out at your. I'm gonna be out. Are you coming out, Kel, to his thing at noon?
I'm gonna try.
That's a no. That's a no.
I'm gonna try.
I'll be there for 100%, Steve. And Steven's gonna come play some tunes, I think.
Maybe. I still need to reach out to Steve.
Oh, okay, yeah. You got to reach out to him, Steve.
I'll text you later today, Steve.
Okay, perfect.
You got to reach out to. I tried to get a hold of you yesterday. You got to reach out to Janet too. She said she might come out and do some readings for you, but you got to get a hold of her. You didn't call me
I
back.
gotta do that today. I did call you back. Look at your phone.
Bitch, you did not call me back.
Oh, yes, I did. I can tell you exactly what time too.
Well, hold on. You tell me what time. I'm calling your ass out right now.
I'm gonna tell you. Mm-hmm.
Calling your ass out. Let me
in
look.
this corner, I called you back.
No, I have no missed call.
Yes,
shit.
Yes, I did.
Just before 11 o'clock.
That's right. Say something.
Steve had the voice of confidence.
Yeah, he did.
I had my money on Steve.
Yeah. You can tell when somebody's got receipts.
Hey, right? There's a different
you
swagger.
Can tell, yeah, there's a different kind of tone.
They ain't bluffing anymore. Ain't
I was, the fingers was snapping, my shoulders was rolling, my head was circling. Yeah,
Yes, he knew.
I did get a text though. It said, "Whatever, Andrew, you're gonna show up at that event. Then 10 minutes in, you're gonna dip out without even saying goodbye to anybody."
That's a listener knows Andrew.
Right on the nose.
That's not how I do it.
It's the Irish goodbye.
I would never do that. I would never.
It's
All right.
gotta be good because the weather forecast is like it's gonna be like 66. They're putting the rain off to later in the day.
Oh.
I think they were saying 70s Friday.
70s?
I think so.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Let me check. Let me double check.
Well, it's always a little bit nipply
think
downtown.
so.
Yeah,
So
70
layer
it
up.
says.
Layer
Really?
up.
Rain?
Well, yeah.
Partly cloudy.
That's not
Yeah, rain late, but yeah, rain later for the game. But who goes to the game?
Nobody goes to the game. I'm like, people yesterday were like, "Oh, I just got my tickets and I'm so excited." I'm like, "You going to the game?" I'm like, "What are you new to this city? Nobody goes to the game. It's all about."
People like the mud hens. The mud hens are here so the city can drink around them.
So you can drink. It's an excuse
Like,
to
yeah. Like honestly, we were like, we need a team.
Yeah.
And people were like,
because otherwise we look like alcoholics.
Yeah. They're like, because you guys are uncontrollable at the 12-year-old soccer match. We need something else.
Oh, fun times. All right. What's going on in the sleaze, Steve?
Well, on TV tonight, you know, it's a nice night to watch a little TV. The series premiere of $1 Million Secrets on Netflix. It's a competition series where an undercover millionaire must keep their identity secret to win the game. So,
that sounds interesting.
Do people like guess who's the millionaire? Is that what?
I don't know. It sounds.
How easy is it not to spend money?
Yeah.
Like, can I borrow $1? You can't be the guy.
Do we not know who the people are that are on it?
No, it doesn't say.
What channel is it on?
It's going to be on Netflix.
Netflix. All right. Undercover millionaire. Sounds interesting. It sounds very trader-like, to where instead of a trader, it sounds like you'd be the millionaire, and you got to figure out who the millionaire is.
Wow, that's exactly what he said.
What else? What else, Steve?
You're brilliant.
The way you cut through the words. Man, you make things crystal clear.
What else, Steve?
The series premiere of The Studio is on Apple TV, starring Seth Rogen, is the newly appointed head of a studio and is desperate for the approval of celebrities. It also stars Catherine O'Hara and Catherine Hahn. So
Dude, this looks so good. I watched the first of all, I love what Rogan. What's it, Rogan? What's
Yeah,
his
that
name?
guy.
Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen.
Josh Rogan. I love that guy. I love him. Love that guy. Oh, everything he's been in. Everything.
Seth Rogen. I love Seth Rogen, number one. Number two, I watched the preview and I'm like, Colin, we have to watch that right now. And then we went to go watch it and it's like, oh, it doesn't come out until today. So it looks so good. And they're like, there's going to be like cameos by stars and stuff because he's running a studio. So it's going to be so good, dude. I cannot wait. I'm watching that for sure.
And then looks good. This is time to get the little kiddos on the sofa, pop a little popcorn, get the little Rupert floats, and you can watch the streaming premiere of Mufasa the Lion King on
That was
Disney
good.
Plus.
That was good. I kept getting confused though because there's younger. I'm like, all right, is that one Simba? No, that one's Mufasa, and that one's the
Yeah, those
Colleen
African lions look all alike, don't they?
do.
Don't they, buddy?
Man.
Don't they? Don't they?
Man, Demetrius always finds the racist in us. We all got racist
I
in us.
blame Disney. They knew what they were doing with the CGI.
Typical man. Typical man. Can't be in the storyline. Don't know what's going on.
I think the Caucasians were the hyenas in those movies.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know, right?
What else? Steve?
All morning long.
What else, Steve?
All right, get ready to cue up the music. So, Return of the Mac singer Mark Morrison was arrested in Palm Beach, Florida. Police say the 52-year-old got into a physical altercation with the bar manager Sunday night at La Bar. A witness at the scene said Morrison was upset about allegedly not getting paid for an event. And according to the arrest report, Morrison pushed the restaurant manager twice before a witness separated the two men. Morrison was arrested and charged with simple battery. Now he was taken to the Palm County Jail and later released on bond. Morrison's attorney said in a statement that the altercation over the entertainment fee escalated into a racially charged confrontation.
Ooh.
The attorney said Morrison is confident the facts surrounding the incident will vindicate him of wrongdoing. Oh, that was the song back in the day.
It still is.
You can. I can always listen.
Return of the facts.
There it is.
Yeah, Return of the Mac is a jam. It'll always be a
It
jam.
is
I did have Colleen throw it into AI yesterday and make a song. So let's see what came up.
Oh no.
Hold on, here we go.
Oh my God.
Use less
are you gonna
ingredients.
sing it?
Can we do one day where you
Yeah,
don't
with
sing?
you not
one
singing?
day.
Can we do?
Should I give it to Steven?
No. How about we just not do it?
It's funny.
No.
I want to see if it's funny. Hold on, here we go.
Well,
Here we go.
do it in the bathroom.
Oh, Mark's in the spotlight.
Oh.
Come on. Oh yeah.
You gotta sell it if you're gonna do it.
Well, I can't sell it.
This is him selling it, Steven.
I can't sell it with Demetrius looking at me like that and not paying attention.
I'm not looking at you.
Close your
I
eyes,
refuse.
Demetrius.
Yeah, and I'm turning my ears the other way. I can't hear this.
Here we go. Here we go. Thought he was cashing checks.
Oh, wow.
But it turned into a fight. At LeBlanc, he's steaming. Where my cash dude pushed the banker twice.
Oh my God.
Now he's in a bad mood. I'm the Mac, don't you? Oh, I can't. I should have practiced.
This is our last day. Can we not be good?
Dr.
Why
D,
are we not being...
You're just lucky you only heard today's.
my
We've been hearing it
gosh.
every day.
Oh, bleeding ears.
Oh man,
That was a good
I had a whole song here, but I can't. Dimitri, you know someone throws off a vibe. Like when you come into a room,
Don't you
and
put that on me.
and everyone's being.
Don't you put that shit show of a song on me. Wow. Don't you tell me that I ruined it.
But you did, because when you come into a room and wherever it is, and everyone's being like, you can feel a vibe, and everyone's being shitty, and you're like, oh man, this is gonna be a shitty thing, and then it's in your head instead of
He jinxed your juju.
He jinxed the juju.
Don't you put this on me.
Instead of going,
don't you? Your juju was not jujuing.
Instead of going, hey buddy, I think you could do this. Let's give this a try. It sounds fun. Someone text me, bite my ears off now, please.
Yeah. Oh my God! If there ever been a day I wish I was Van Gogh.
Well, why don't you Van Gogh?
Jeez.
He boo-boo your juju.
You know,
I did not boo-boo your
my
juju.
Andrew,
Yes.
I stuck up for you with the cologne, but I'm gonna have to jump on the bandwagon with this one. With the bleeding ears.
I'm going to send it to Steven because Steven's the musician in this.
What am I supposed to do with
I don't
it?
know. Just look at it. See
I'll look at it.
All right, just look
All
at
right.
it. Look at it. Give it a thumbs up for a thumbs
I
down.
got you. Thumbs up coming your way, buddy.
All right. What else, Steve?
Oh my God, ladies, get your phones out. So Melania Trump's wedding dress appears to be for sale on eBay for $45,000. So Melania Trump's wedding dress is there for the taking for the right bid. The First Lady's lavish Christian Dior by John Galliano gown from her and President Donald Trump's January 2005 nuptials appears to be on sale as we speak. Writer Liana Sansenstein told her whatever. She says, Melania reportedly paid $100,000 for this dress, and it's listed for this on the site for $45,000 or best offer. So that means you're allowed to bid. You don't have to pay the
only
$45,000.
worn once, and there's just one stain.
Is this for? Oh my God! Is this for charity, or is she just trying to get some
Nope.
money built up
To
on the
run?
side to run?
Yeah, this is for her drop bag.
Get her own flight out of here.
Yeah.
Girl, getting it together, honey. She making plans.
Yeah.
Steve, I think you should write her a letter. Tell her what you're doing.
Dude, I should buy this dress, and then we could clone that guy.
Oh my God!
There's got to be some DNA on there, right?
I want it for my charity. I'm going to get a hold of this.
Yeah, that's what
MT,
I'm
honey.
saying.
Yeah. Oh,
Help a brother out. That's what I'm saying. Helps me. I gotta see what it looks like though. So when we get off this, I'm gonna.
I'm assuming.
Send it in the group chat.
I'm assuming the
Okay.
sleeves like tie in the back.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw what you did there.
All right. What else, Steve?
Remember when Kim Kardashian was tied up and robbed in Paris in 2016? The suspects are finally going to trial in May, and Kim's going to testify. Remember that?
9
They stole, like, a bunch
years?
of-
9 years?
9 years.
What?
Why do you say it like a German?
9?
Jesus. What are you doing?
9 years?
Nazi Drew? 9 years? On papers?
God, I just looked for the Elon hand.
I know. Like the outsides of his mustache fell off when he said it.
9 years. Well, it says we know
Not Z. See what I did there?
not
Dude,
G.
he would be the only cat in World War II like zhuzhing up the Z in the Nazi. He's like, it's gotta have something.
We need more spice.
Oh,
Have you tried my water?
Well, what happened is my great grandfather was friends with Hitler, Adolf. He goes, Aid, because he tried to start it with not. He's like, you got to put a Z in there, baby. And then he put not Z in it. Oh, it worked.
He was like, but I want everybody to know I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So not Z.
Right.
Oh,
It was Hansi.
Hansi. Hey.
This is bad Z's.
Hey.
This is so bad.
So bad.
So bad.
Who thought Hitler would be so
What
funny?
were we even talking about? Oh,
Isn't it Steve's sleeves right now?
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's the
it's
thing.
not. Trust me. It's
Here's the thing: is that it shows how we know how shitty our justice system is. I mean, when they say it's the best justice system in the world, it's taking Paris 9 fucking years to bring a case to court. Jesus,
That is wild.
that's wild.
In a robbery case.
Right? I don't know. Anyway, what else, Steve?
They had things to do. They couldn't get it done in a year. They
They
needed
had
to
the
drag it out, I
Olympics.
guess.
The Olympics.
They did, yeah.
Things happen.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. So there you go.
Holy shit.
It was
Everybody's
not.
in.
It was not easy. See what I did there?
Yes, I do. Don't do it again.
God, how much more show we got left?
Right.
Dr.
Too much.
Dr. D got to save us. All right, what else, Steve?
Okay, so Will Smith is back in the news. So it's just 3 years into his 10-year ban from the Oscars for slapping Chris Rock. And in a new interview with the Associated Press, he was asked how he feels about it and whether or not he plans to appeal it. Now, he says, looking to be the best human I can possibly be, and I'm going to take what I get with that.
All right.
Also discussed his true album based on a true story, which comes out on Friday. He says, I've taken the last couple of years to really do a deep dive on the parts of me that may or may not have been in the level of certainty and asking those deep, scary internal questions. It really is the result of my initial self-examination. Every song is about some part of myself that I discovered or wanted to explore, something I wanted to share. It's the most full musical offering that I've ever created. No mention of his ex-wife or wife. Okay.
Do you think he's going to come out on one of these tracks?
Oh, he's
Stop
coming out.
it.
You think so?
I don't think
Like
so.
I hear a lot of rumors about Will Smith in Hollywood.
You don't
lot.
gay shame.
I'm not gay
If
shaming.
people don't want to come out,
No.
if they want to live their lives, they live their lives. It's not our job to tell them how to fucking live
That's
their
coming
lives.
out shame, not gay
Right?
shame.
Oh yeah, coming out shame. Don't come out shame.
Yeah, they wrote a song. Pink did it, right? No.
What?
Who was it? I'm coming out, right?
Oh.
I'm coming out.
What the? Sound like I hear a karaoke song coming on.
Let's go. Let's keep it moving.
But when Will is ready to come out, our community will embrace him.
Well, good.
There we go.
What else, Steve?
Yes, you will.
I was gonna say
He got things to say. Well, you ain't gonna worry about me because chocolate breaks me out. But anyway, he can come on. Just say, I'm a snow queen. Okay, that's great.
Can a black person be racist against black people? that's some
I saw a Chappelle skit, so I think it's possible.
That's some Clayton
Have you
Bigsby
ever
shit,
heard- Have you ever heard of Kanye?
Right, man. All right. What else, Steve?
Suzanne Summers is back as an AI robot. The husband of the late Suzanne Summers teamed up with a robotics company to make an AI twin of her, and it talks like her and even has her memories and can answer questions. I gotta hear this audio.
Has her memories. Come and knock on my door. Here we go.
Does the name Alan Hamill mean anything to you?
Of course I do. Alan Hamill is my husband of 55 wonderful years. He's my partner in everything, from life to love, and we've shared so many beautiful memories together. Do you have a favorite memory of us?
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
We're not
my
doing
God.
That. We're not doing a
Oh, my
memory
God.
memory of us. We
Why
don't
are you
have. I have
asking
a
me?
favorite memory of my dead wife.
Oh, my God.
But you.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, my God.
You say
That's
Vizio.
creepy.
I'm blowing that thing up.
What's your favorite memory that we shared?
Oh, there are so many. One of my favorites is when Alan and I were filming a cooking segment together a long time ago. We had a little mishap with the blender. Let's just say it didn't go as planned, and we ended up wearing more to the smoothie than we actually made. We laughed so hard, and it became a running joke in our house. It's those lighthearted moments that really bring us closer together.
Is this not?
It's like giving me chills.
Does that freak anyone else out?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here with my mouth open. I'm like,
Imagine you're 85 years old or 90 years old, and you've been with a woman for 50 years, and now all of a sudden they bring back this robot, and you're already not in a great mental space. You're older, and dude, this is scary.
It kind of reminds me of Westworld on HBO.
I don't know.
It does.
Yes.
Now that you say that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like that's what they're trying to go for.
But this is real.
Yeah.
No, it's
That's
not.
weird.
What do you mean?
It's not
It's
real.
happening. It happened
I know it's
yesterday on
happening,
stage.
but it ain't real. Like
When
that's the
she's
thing.
like, when
just
she's
programming.
When
It's
she's
all
like,
programming.
she's like, remember Alan when we were
Yeah,
making a smoothie? What? You are a robot, but you. Oh my God! But you're lonely, and I mean, you start to buy into that shit. That's scary.
Then
isn't
that
it?
robot starts
scary.
calling you, wondering where the hell you are, texting you, and then smothering you with her big robot strong hands.
Right, because she's super strong.
Throwing you
Obviously.
across the room.
Right? Like
You made me mad.
yes. I must kill you.
I hear
It
you.
is the only way to show my love.
I hear you had drinks with someone. It was just a coworker.
Well, she is no longer a coworker. She is dead.
Right.
I have killed her, her family, and any trace of genetics that may involve the universe.
Jesus, right? Oh my God, that is so scary.
Whose penis is this? Yank! It is mine.
Ow! It's yours.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Jesus.
I don't hear any of the girls laughing. It's too funny.
Yeah. This is all just too creepy.
Too creepy.
Could you imagine
They
that
love
being in an
to-
apartment?
These boys love to laugh about penis. That's when we're talking penis, they're
Kelly's serious about her penis.
Yeah,
There's
she
no
is.
laughing.
Yep,
We're on a
there's-
show with children.
She is. That is true. She's very serious about her penis.
She takes her penis serious.
Seriously, yep. She didn't get that off the rack penis.
She got the good stuff.
Mom, what's a rack penis?
It's a penis from a war-torn country.
All right. What?
Oh my God.
He's so
It's just
stupid.
getting worse and worse.
Getting worse and worse.
This is what the people are going to remember us for the next 2 days.
Check the pills. Check the date on the bottle.
He's got a rack penis.
All right. What else, Steve? One more, and then we'll wrap.
Oh my God! Yes. Don't read anything into this, or do, or who knows? In
What?
the new issue of GQ, Ben Affleck gives his ex-wife Jennifer Garner a glowing review. He says, "I'm really lucky that I have a really good co-parent and partner in Jennifer Garner, the kid's mom, who's wonderful and great, and we work well together." And he says, "Being hounded by the paparazzi is more of a headache than anything else, and there certainly are worse things." Now, Ben also discusses his breakup with Jennifer Lopez, but doesn't give many details. He just says there's no scandal, no soap opera, no intrigue. He said this is what happened. It's just a story about people trying to figure out their lives and relationships in ways that we all sort of normally want to do. I don't know. I think he's fine to get back into Jennifer Garner's good graces.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do it. He'll just leave you for another race car in about 5 more years. Don't do it.
I think that's what he's doing.
I know.
He's working his glowing review.
All right. Well, thank you, Steve. We will see you on Friday. Mud Hens opening day. We'll see you at their beginning at noon.
Yes.
All right.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning. Traffic cams are showing roadways are clear. Do not see any delays in the area right now. Taylor Kia, where you pay what we pay. When you buy your new vehicle at Taylor Kia of Toledo, you get employee pricing. Let us know what you're looking for and we'll sell it to you at our cost. This is a limited time offer. To learn more, visit us at TaylorKiaToledo.com or give us a call at 419-842-8811 to speak with a team member today.
And we are looking at the Furniture Palace forecast. Currently, it is 27 outside. We're expecting sunny skies throughout the day with a high of 49. And later on tonight, we'll drop back down to 29 for the low. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm Stephen B. on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
That's it, my friends, over at State Line Sauce, the #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. It doesn't matter what you want to put it on, whether you put it on some steak, you put it on some fish, you put it on some chicken, put it on anything, and it's going to taste amazing. Matter of fact, I made pizza last night, homemade pizza, and I put it on with some Parmesan and some State Line sauce, some of the perfectly garlic. So good. Took my pizza to the next level. Make your next meal to the next level. Go to State Line Sauce at StatelineSauceCO.com, StatelineSauceCO.com, and you need to get sauced.
And let me tell you about my wonderful people over at Holy Grail Wellness. These ladies are doing their thing, helping you get healthy in every way, shape possible. They not only help you with weight loss. Right now, there's a lot of sicknesses going around. Maybe you need a little boost. They have specials on IV treatments. They will come to you if you have a place of business. If you just want to have them come to your house, they'll pull right up. They'll give you the vitamins that you need. They have anything from high doses of vitamin C, zinc, and B complex, and many more. So if you're feeling a little bit under the weather, maybe you need a little boost, text HELP at 419-388-7760 or go to www.thestabbingnurse.com. Schedule a free consultation and get treated only at Holy Grail Wellness.
We've all heard about it, the Japanese head.
tell you, my friends over at Regan Insurance. Regan Insurance. It is the place to go. They've been protecting your family since 1967. Here's the thing. If you have your insurance somewhere else, just all you got to do is give Regan Insurance a call. This is my insurance. This is what I pay. If you can get better coverage or maybe cheaper, then you move over. And if not, you keep your insurance right where it's at. It doesn't matter as long as you know now in your head that you're saving money or you're not saving money, so you just stay where you're at. It's no obligation. Go to Regan Insurance. Check them out online, Regan Insurance, ReganIns.com. Regan Insurance. Give them a call today.
Bring it. Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
Live from the Taylor Automotive Studios, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia dealers, along with quality used cars from the top foreign and domestic automakers. Stop by your local dealership, test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. Also brought to you by Skinology, Furniture Palace, Regan Insurance, Holy Grail Wellness, and State Line Sauce Company. Now back to Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2 the Baroness, Stephen B. Hardy, and Dr. D is here for Ask Dr. D. Dr. D. Trahicki, PhD, owner of Serenity Health and Wellness Center and Serenity Nail Salon, a motivational speaker, licensed counselor and author, and taking your questions right now. Good morning, Dr. D.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm getting there.
You're getting there?
Yeah, although this, anything going on this past winter, I think is lingering with people. So
I know.
Still a little yuck, but good overall. I'm just gonna sit here and breathe on Steven.
That's okay. I'm
He'll
into
take
that.
it. He'll think about it later.
Most action Steven's gotten.
What's your name?
Wow.
Breathe slower.
All right, I got a question for you, Dr. D. My son just told me his daughter, who's 26, is getting breast enhancement surgery. My question is, how do I address that when next I see her? Probably in the next couple months. It's not like commenting on their new hair color or hairdo, is it? Old men commenting on female anatomy, particularly that part, are not looked upon favorably as I see it.
You think?
As I see it, there are two ways that this goes.
There's definitely two.
One, she mentions it to me, probably not likely to happen. So since she got to the surgery to make a visible difference, how should I react? Two, she does not mention it. Without an introduction to the subject, I'm not sure how to make a response. Could my silence be perceived as negative or lack of approval? I'd appreciate your help in formulating a response before it becomes necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm consider myself a cool grandpa, but I need help on this one. Oh, Christ. Hey, baby.
I think it's an easy one. It's
Is
definitely
it?
not like the hairstyle. It is not appropriate. The only comment that would be appropriate when you say hello would be
Nice tits.
hi. Oh man, you took the words right out of my mouth. That or
there's another one.
Or hi, so-and-so. You look great, as always. Nice to see you. That's it. So you can comment if you're so concerned about, if you don't say anything about it, that you're going to act like you don't approve.
Right.
You can throw it out there. You look great. But then you can throw that little as always, meaning I approve, you look great, you didn't need them, you always looked great, because then you have that kind of when somebody loses weight, and you have that in the back of the head, like, oh my gosh, you lost so much weight, you look great. There's that slight insinuation that maybe they're thinking, oh, did you not think I did before?
There is?
So there could be.
Oh my God.
There could be.
You fuckers?
The research. The research
I was like,
shows.
gosh, I never thought of it that way.
I know.
Yes, the research shows to say not that you didn't look great before. You've always been beautiful, or you've always.
You have to add that.
But you look amazing. I know you've worked really hard. Congratulations. Something like that.
Yeah,
I don't
it
believe
makes sense.
I
but
don't
never
believe
thought about it
anything
that
Dr.
way.
D tells me now. Now that I know how she warps her words, she knows just the right thing to say.
Damn, Dr. D. You just giving up the game.
Well, she is a doctor, you know.
Wow.
So yes, no commenting specifically on the breast
But
augmentation.
let me ask you this, because he's an older guy, so I get where he's trying to be cool with the kids and wants to say something. And here's the thing: I think what he's going through in his mind, and it's not totally out of left field, is that when you get a change in your appearance, because I've had women tell me, you've been a whole day you've seen me and you haven't even noticed this, or you haven't like women change because they want to better themselves, and you haven't noticed that
women
they're
are
better.
not asking for men to comment
No.
on breast enlargements.
I'm not saying they are. What I'm saying is
Stop saying.
Well, no, what I'm saying is
all your words.
Going through his mind, he could think, because like that, he said the hair thing. There's times if they make improvements or make changes, and you don't notice, it's like, well, why did I do that? Blah, blah, blah. That's what's going through his mind. I don't want her to think that.
Right.
So
just say you look great as always, and don't stare, for the love of God.
I'm staring. That's what you got him for.
Has
Quit
any
playing.
granddaughter been in a house and been like, Grandpa, I've been parading my new boobs around all day, and you haven't said a damn thing about them.
Yeah.
Has anybody said that?
If that has happened, then there's a lot of therapy that needs to get started.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Deeper conversations that need to be had, other than my grandpa hasn't mentioned my hot ass tits.
I would be confused if I were the grandpa. I'd be like, what is happening? in this
Oh,
house?
great. So now I got to get it reversed and get them removed because Grandpa must not like them.
Yep. I got these for you, Gramps. You said you wanted some comfortable pillows to sleep on.
You guys are making it weird when it's really not weird.
It is weird.
I got granddaddy issues.
He wants to be respectful, and he wants to think. He asked. That's why he's asking. How do I handle it?
You don't.
Okay,
You
that's
don't.
fine. Then he needs to hear that. And someone did text in too. Simple. Don't react.
Yes.
Another one says, it doesn't matter.
I want to know.
You're editing your. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe this.
Say it.
I can't. With
Do
people.
it.
Says we like real titties anyway.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
That wasn't as bad as I was prepared for.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be like 10 times worse.
Oh my god! All right. So not saying anything. I think we all agree, but he didn't know, and he was genuinely asking as a grandpa.
What?
Hey, I appreciate him being a supportive
Yeah.
grandpa.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's from the era where a slap on the ass was a compliment.
Right. That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Not.
You mean it's not a compliment?
I do it for
That
compliments
and the
still.
phrase, you're not like the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just brought race right back into it.
All right, guys. So I got another one for you. I have 3 kids. One of them is in his early 20s. He has medical issues, so he always has been babied to a certain degree. He has struggled with jobs, drugs, friends, places to live. Somehow he always ended up back with me. I know I'm an enabler. So at least she says it. I've kicked him out before, but I never give up on him. I try to be a positive role model because his father was never in his life. And so, here we go. There's more. His father was never in his life. Never in his life. Never in his life.
Was he never in his life, or was he?
His father was never in his life.
Okay.
Due to his past mishaps, he has wronged a lot of people who now shun him. I lose quality time with my other kids because they refuse to be around him. I have a soft spot for my black sheep because I'm the only one in the family. I am pretty much the only one who helps him, and in his eyes, I'm the only one who cares. But I finally reached the point where I feel like he needs to grow up and stop jumping from job to job, house to house, friend to friend, calling for help. How do I let him know without making him feel he is not wanted? I love him, but I am done with his bullshit, and I'm done being an enabler. Interesting.
Well, I mean, I think it's that difficult conversation of finding that compromise. I mean, to say I'm the only one that supports him and I'm the only one that he feels cares, I definitely think, the answer isn't I'm just going to go ahead and not support him anymore and not make him feel like I care. I definitely understand and I advocate not enabling people. So you're going to have to just find that balance and go in very soft steps and maybe communicate just like you did here. I don't want you to feel like I don't care. I love you. I'm always here for you. But can we have a discussion about how you can, how I can help you not jump from job to job and be more stable, because I think that will ultimately make you feel better about yourself and more independent. So let's come up with a plan together, or let's go see somebody, a life coach or a counselor, and maybe they can help us come up with a plan for you because I care about you that much. I mean, you just have to find that balance. You can't just all of a sudden wake up and decide I'm going to stop enabling somebody. It's too abrupt.
Well, and I got to tell you, Dr. D,
but isn't that abruptness needed?
Sometimes.
If because it sounds like to me that I know she led with he's got medical issues that somehow kind of justify his behavior and his drug addiction, but it sounds to me like she needs to stop because he's never going to grow up because he doesn't have to as long as she is here.
Yeah, I guess I'm just saying to have that conversation first and try to help him to go maybe see somebody to come up with a plan instead of just releasing him to the wolves when you have enabled him for so long. You have to take responsibility when you choose to enable a child or somebody. So that's partly on you. So there's that transition. But then I do agree, if that doesn't work and you have a plan set up or a counselor has a plan set up for somebody and then he chooses to make no changes. Now, if that hard conversation's already been had, I mean, I didn't hear that, but if it had and he's just ignoring it, then I do agree that tough love is then the next step. I just haven't heard that step had been taken.
Well, one thing that you said that was actually really good, Dr. D, is almost the same way that you worded it to us, worded it to him, and you could almost send the same text, like with just a few little tweaks. A few little tweaks. You could probably send him that same exact text.
Yep.
There was a friend that I had, a very good friend once, and she had a sister, and her sister has had health problems her whole life. And she was always babied to where the other one wasn't. But she was babied, she was coddled, and she ended up turning out good, so it was good. But there was such a long rough patch. But in the parents' mind, they felt so guilty because he's like, I gave her I gave her these medical issues, and there was a huge guilt by the parents because she was had all these medical issues from birth, basically. Is that normal? That's it's normal.
Yeah, it happens a lot actually, and it's a tough position. I mean, I never birthed a child, but I can see myself having a difficult time.
You did stay at a Holiday Inn though once, right? It's okay, just making sure.
Good, but I could see myself falling into that enabling category. It's tough. It's tough when you care about somebody to not do it.
I know. No, I'm 29 and my boyfriend is 36. We met on a dating site and we've been together for 3 years. He broke up.
I like him young.
He broke up. It's only 7 years. Jesus, Demetrius. They got to be the exact same age for Demetrius, or else it's just something wrong with it.
Andrew's like, it's only 7 years. Come on.
I know. I know.
That's nothing for me.
What's two high school classes?
As long as they're
I'm
not
cruising
50.
the high schools. What are you talking about?
So what?
As long as they're not 50 or older, Andrew's all in.
Because they're decrepit.
Yeah.
Look.
Those old bitches.
Yeah, they're not attracted.
Well, look.
Nobody wants to sleep with the cast of Cocoon.
Demetrius is lucky.
Who are you, Wilford Brimley?
Demetrius is lucky I don't like 50-year-old women, because if I did, he wouldn't have nothing. Because that's his wheelhouse.
I don't know what kind of carnival mirror you got. I don't know what kind of lying Disney mirror you may have.
Mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
Who's the hottest of them all?
And
well,
it's
it's
like
you, Andrew Z.
It's you.
Thanks, mirror.
Yeah, no. There's another one.
I'm 29. My boyfriend is 36. Went on a dating site, and we're together for 3 years. He broke up with me 2 months ago because he didn't think he could marry me. We weren't engaged.
Yeah, it's not legal.
We weren't engaged. She's 29, you dumbass. He says, I'm the love of his life, soulmate, dream come true, blah, blah, blah. And I feel the same way. But he has commitment issues. When I met him, I was in the process of getting a divorce and ending an abusive marriage. He was the best boyfriend, and to us, our relationship was perfect. But his commitment issues gave him doubt and I'm the one he's supposed to be with. He doubted that. I truly believe that God put him in my life. Something told me that he was the one. How can I get him to see that we were meant to be and not and not give up on the best relationship both of us have ever had? God has told us we need to be together.
Man, oh my God.
How do I tell this asshole? I added that part.
This is.
I mean, you're not gonna convince somebody of anything.
Yes, you can. If you just show up to his house more. Just make more text messages, make more phone calls.
Yeah, creepy, sexy. I heard.
That
creepy is in.
That used to be real. Like that used to be some romantic shit. Like I'll tell you right, I did some stalkery shit in high school. Like that girl. But it was the thing that you had to do.
They liked it back then.
They did. It was weird.
Yeah.
Right. Like leaving things on her doorstep and then being gone, or like just standing outside of her window playing music. She thought it was super cute. Now
you're a stalker.
Now it's
now
the
I'm calling the
shit
police.
you could do.
It's on your ring cam, so now the video's gone viral of you acting like an idiot.
Yeah. I'm so glad social media wasn't the thing when I was a kid.
Man,
people liked cheesy back then. Nowadays, if you're cheesy, you're a cornball.
Yeah, they don't like little stocky, rapey shit anymore. No. What's wrong with people?
Well, I think as long as they're into you, it's okay. But if they broke up with you or they don't want to be with you, it's a completely different vibe. Otherwise, but if they're into you, I think there's still women that like a little bit of cheese once in a while.
Yeah.
Especially, if they're really into you, I think they think it's charming and chivalry is not dead and all the things that women say nowadays.
All your girlfriends are like, so he just drops shit off randomly at your house? And you think it's cute?
I did get a text in. That's all in your head. Don't throw God under the bus.
Right?
He ain't your man. Stop forcing the square peg into the circle, lady. Wow.
Yeah, I do think it's interesting. I mean, we've all referenced he's just not that into you, and people say things like he has commitment issues. But if you have swept somebody off of their feet and they are as into you as you are them, and you make them laugh and you make their life better when you're there versus when you're not there, I don't know if there's really such thing as commitment issues. I think that it's a cop-out, and I think that it's maybe just people who haven't found that person that does that, so they find themselves not wanting long-term or not wanting to commit, so they label it something, and they label it commitment issues to soften the fact that they're just not that into you.
Okay, so what if somebody's life, right? They have been let down throughout their entire lives by people that they have formed relationships with, and from their parents to relatives to friends to like love, everybody that they have had a relationship with, it has exploded. Would that not then make that person afraid of getting into another relationship?
I would agree with that. And I think that, it would just take time for that person. If that right person did come along and you were super into them, it doesn't mean that you wouldn't be guarded. It wouldn't mean that you wouldn't be a little scared. But I do think that you would, whether you wanted to or not, I think you would commit to that person hoping that this time was different. But there are people that are just going to be jaded and guarded and, not want to experience that hurt again. So I do think that there is a small group of people that no matter how great somebody is, they just don't want to enter into it again. So I can agree with that. I just don't think it's the majority.
Not with this story, but it just triggered something in me that it's weird how we can be so clear-eyed for other people. Like we see that their relationship is bad. We see that this person is not good for this person. We can see all this stuff. And we can be great, even relationship advice people, but man, when you include the heart, when your heart is involved, why do we get so dumb and so we can't see straight and we can't make proper decisions, and it's just so weird. And people that are normal that can
fall into it.
Yeah,
I agree with
crazy.
you. I think that just like certain drugs or caffeine or gambling or anything, I think that there is addictions that happen with people. And I think people fall into an addiction with someone, and for whatever reason, even if they're toxic, there is an addiction connection between them, and it's anything. I mean, look at any other addiction. You know it's not good for you.
Right.
You know that it could affect your day to day, but you're still drawn and you justify it in your head. Then you feel guilty afterwards when things go awry. So whether it's a binge, whether it's just, oh my gosh, I've been with this toxic person for a whole nother month, and you keep going back because it's no different than any other addiction.
I've never looked at it like that, Dr. D, but it makes perfect sense because when you're in love or when you see somebody, what they say, they're endorphins or whatever, there's a chemical change in your body, just like it would with alcohol or drugs, and it makes you feel better and whatever. So it makes you do dumb things like, hey, I shouldn't spend this rent money, but man, I'm at the casino and I'm on a high and I'm on a roll, and man,
it's no different.
It makes you do dumb things.
But to be honest, sometimes it's not even good. Like sometimes there's not the endorphins and it's not feel good anymore. I mean, look at people that are in physically abusive relationships even, or children who are physically abused by their parents, but there is something deep, whether it's just, this is my family, whether it's history, this is something I've always done, whether they think they don't deserve better, whatever that could be, there is a draw to that person that has either a manipulation over them or, again, just history with them, and you find yourself going back until you can break the addiction, and it will happen. It does happen usually.
God, I didn't think of that. So you're so addicted and you keep going back to this shitty relationship, but just like with anything, alcohol or drugs, maybe it's when you hit bottom. Everyone hits their end for whatever reason or whenever it happens, and it's the same thing with, I never thought about that with relationships.
And then just like any other addiction, once you break free from it, you look back and you're like, wow, why did that take me so long? Wow, I feel so much better. I mean, I know I needed to go through my journey and the timing wasn't right, and then all your friends come out and say, oh my gosh, you were just a different person, and I'm so glad that you got through this.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example, and I want to ask K2 and Kelly, is when, have you ever been in a relationship or whatever, and then you get out, and then a month later you're like, how pathetic that dude is, or how disgusting that dude is, or whatever it is. Like, I cannot believe that I fell for that shit. Have you ever done that, Kelly, where you're like, dude, but I was in it and I didn't see this?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
You're not feeling that one?
It's the song I can see clearer now. But
Yeah.
I won't
Yeah,
sing.
the rain is
You've
gone.
already bled everyone's ears. I won't do it too.
Whatever. And even in the story of the mom, the baby and the kid, it's like it's easy for us to say, cut him off. It's easy, but because our fucking heart's not in it, and we haven't gone through the journey with this dude that the mom has, and is that an addiction? That could be an addiction as well. An addiction to, right? Is that kind of an addiction?
Yeah.
Dr. D?
Yes,
Isn't everything
absolutely.
an addiction? If I go outside and I like the sun,
Because I hear a
isn't me
breakthrough.
liking the sun kind of like an addiction, right, Dr. D?
I like the sun
That is
too
kind of
much.
like an addiction.
I'm
I
hearing-
like to tie everything to this theory now.
I'm trying to.
You say, if I like Crocs and my friends like Crocs, are we a group of Croc addicts? Is that possible? Could I just love the stuff that I put in the shoe?
And when we step away from Crocs,
and
do we realize
I know.
clearly that they're toxic?
Are they toxic? Yes. Because you can step away from them when you're not in sports mode.
You're making fun of that, but you stop wearing Crocs. You're like, God, and you see someone else Crocs. You're like, you look fucking stupid. I looked fucking stupid. Why was I wearing? They're bad for your feet. They're
Holy
whatever.
shit! I didn't mean for you to be able to turn that into something.
You gave him ammo.
I'm fleshing out an aha moment
You're
here.
trying to over analogy me.
Yes, he is.
I'm not
Over analogy.
I am on
everything.
it. I know what I'm talking about. Like I've just aha momented myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't. It could be anything. What about a dumb shirt? Even you look at a dumb shirt you wear, and then you look in the closet after a couple of years, like, how did I fucking? You look back at pictures.
Or a
You look back
hairstyle.
at pictures. A hairstyle. It's like, what was I doing?
That's That's not addiction, dumbass.
What is
Unreal. What the
Okay,
fuck?
okay, maybe I'm going a little too
yeah,
far.
it's definitely not addiction, but it's
What is it,
definitely it's rose-colored glasses with
Yeah.
certain situations
Thank you.
or things where you justified it, you thought it looked good, you thought it was good, and then later down the road you see
Demetrius thought he looked good with a
otherwise.
Jerry curl, and he looks back now
I
at the
never
picture.
had a Jerry
Yes,
curl.
you did. I
No.
saw the picture.
No,
You
you
look at
didn't.
that
I kind of did in the 90s with
I
a little
never had a
mullet.
Jerry curl.
Remember the mullets that the girls
You look
had?
at
They're
Demetrius's
curly.
Jerry curl picture,
Demetrius
and you're
never
like,
had a
you're
Jerry
like, man,
I'll-
high school.
I'll
Jesus.
attest that Demetrius did not have a Jerry curl.
Thank you.
I've seen the picture.
No, you haven't.
Someone send it to me.
It's AI generated.
It's AI generated.
That's what I'm gonna say from now on. I'm gonna tell Colleen, you texted this girl that AI put that text in my phone.
AI generated. The haters are
Fucking
coming
AI.
after me.
AI's gotten good. They're haters.
Allison Ingram.
Yeah. Look, I bet you if you even call this number, AI will answer it
Yep.
and pretend to be Allison.
And pretend like we
Yep,
hooked up.
Like we hooked up. She'll know things about me
Man.
and my car that only AI could know.
Now he's putting it on. He's like, go on, do it. Call the number. Go
AI
on,
is
just-
getting so good. It's so good. It's scary.
My wife knows you're talking to AI.
All of a sudden, the girl starts, "Hello." Oh my God! All right, more Dr. D coming up. I do have a text message. I wish you felt about your shirts as you do about your Crocs.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's rude. All right, here's traffic and weather.
Okay. From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm Stephen B. on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning. Right now, we're looking at the on-ramp closed on I-75 from Burdana Avenue. Exit 205, it's permanently closed. K2's not here, so that's the best you get. You pay what we pay when you buy your new vehicle at Taylor Kia of Toledo. You get employee pricing. Let us know what you're looking for, and we'll sell it to you at our cost. This is a limited time offer. To learn more, visit us at TaylorKiaToledo.com or give us a call at 419-842-8811 to speak with a team member today. Here is your Furniture Palace forecast. It is currently 29 outside. We're expecting sunny skies for the day, a high of 49, followed by a low of 29 later on this evening. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm Stephen B. on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
I gotta tell you, my friends over at State Line Sauce, the #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. You're gonna love State Line. If you haven't tried it yet, it's a great weekend. I think you're gonna be at the you gotta become a follower of their social media pages at State Line. You just go over to their social media and you can follow them because usually they're at the farmers market on Saturdays. So it's only Wednesday though. Jeez, I think it's our last day, so I keep thinking it's Friday. But go out there this weekend. You try some State Line for yourself, and if you love it, then you can get some for yourself. It's just $9.99 a bottle. Go to Toledo or go to StatelineSauceCo.com, StatelineSauceCo.com, and get sauced. Steven, go ahead. My computer's not working.
Well, while you guys are online, don't forget to pay my ladies a visit over at www.thestabbingnurse.com, or you can text help 419-388-7760. These ladies want to make you feel better and focus on your overall health in every way, shape, and form. Right now, they're running a free consultation plus IV boosts if you, once again, text help 419-388-7760 or visit www.thestabbingnurse.com. Let these ladies make you feel better. They are working miracles by the day. That's only at Holy Grail Wellness.
Let's have my friends over at Regan Insurance. Go see my friend over there at Regan Insurance. The whole crew. 1967, they've been taking care of your insurance. Doesn't matter what kind you need. You need home insurance, you need health insurance, you need auto, life, you need business insurance, an umbrella policy, all of them. They do them all, and they're an independent insurance company, meaning they represent several of the biggest insurance companies, Progressive and the like. So they're going to get you the best deal. It doesn't matter where you go, which insurance company you sign with, because they represent them all, so it doesn't matter. So go to Regan Insurance, REGANINS.com, Regan Insurance, and get your quote today.
Bring it. Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
Live from the Taylor Automotive Studios, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia dealers, along with quality used cars from the top foreign and domestic automakers. Stop by your local dealership to test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. Also brought to you by Skinology. Furniture Palace, Regan Insurance, Holy Grail Wellness, and State Line Sauce Company. Now back to Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the princess of property from Howard Hanna Realty, Stephen B. Hardy, and of course Dr. D is here, PhD, owner of Serenity Health and Wellness and Serenity Nail Salon, motivational speaker, licensed counselor, author, and here to take one more question from you guys out there listening. So here you go, Dr. D. I've recently reconnected with a colleague from work.
Mm-hmm.
We were friendly, but not really what I would call friends. We reconnected on social media and have had lunch a few times. The problem is she has become a very negative, aggressive, angry person. She spends our time bashing family and former colleagues and just about every service professional she's ever encountered. She refuses to stop talking about politics, even though I made it clear I'm not comfortable with talking politics. The first lunch was bad, but I thought I'd give it one more shot. The second lunch was worse, and I decided I wouldn't reach out or make plans again. Then she made a comment that made me feel inclined to try to befriend her. She said she didn't have a lot of friends. 2 or 3 lunches later, I cannot keep doing this. I'm trying to rid myself of negative influences in my life, some of whom are family members, and I don't need to continue spending time with this individual. If she reaches out again, should I stop making excuses and since she's not getting the hint and just tell her straight out what's going on, being honest? I'm somewhat afraid of her because seeing the way she bashes people, I know she's going to start bashing me the way she does the other ones, and I can do without that in my life. Dr. D, what should I do?
Yeah, it's no fun to do anything out of obligation or feel, you're making decisions with relationships in your life for the wrong reasons. I mean, it's very cliche, but they always say, if you were given 6 months to live, how would your life look? Excuse me, how would your life look different? And I think that's a very obvious answer. If you had 6 months to live, would you engage with this person? And if the answer is no, then yeah, you just say, we've gotten together, we've chatted a bit. I don't feel we're aligning our energy, whatever it is. I do wish you well, but I think we should just move our separate ways, blah, blah, blah. And if you are that, you should be living your life where you don't feel that guilty. What is she going to say about you? Like, I think that most people, you're confident enough, whatever they say, you've built a reputation for yourself, or you just have to be you. You're not going to please everybody. So I'm a big advocate of protecting your energy and protecting who you fill your space with. So to me, it's a no-brainer. It's obvious, but I also understand when you're in that situation, it's tough. You don't want to hurt someone's feelings. It's an awkward situation. Especially if you feel like, they already don't have a lot of friends, but that's just not your job to compensate in that area.
It's funny, Demetrius and I have had this conversation. It's like some people are just going to think you're an asshole, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck, dude. It's just, I mean, you can't, please everybody.
Yeah, even if you do, you're not going to please everyone. So by you caring intensely about it, it's not going to change it. So,
right.
So you might as well try to not. And it's a work in progress for all of us. We can say all day long, I don't care what this person thinks of me. I don't care what anyone thinks of me, and we do. But that doesn't necessarily mean it should change the trajectory of your actions or how you engage with negative people or people that shouldn't be in your life. They're not helping you to grow. They're not filling your bucket. All of the cliches. You just have to figure that out because, again, cliche, life is just short, and it can be. We always use that analogy. What if you only had 6 months to live? Anybody around this table could have less than 6 months to live. So
Whoa!
They
what
could.
do you know?
Jesus. Anything can happen.
Weird way to tell us, one of us, Dr. D.
Yeah, anything can happen to any of us.
I'm sorry, Stephen.
Yeah.
No, I figured I was the weak link.
Well, anything can happen to any of us.
Happy to be here.
Just one day at a time.
It's funny. I wrote down, because I want to do it on Monday. I wrote down, if you had 6 months left on this earth, what would you really do? And not one of those like, oh, if money's not an object, because no, living your actual life now, and you found out you had 6 months to live. What would you do with that 6 months? Like, would you
take out a 7-month loan?
Right? But what if you don't have the credit for it?
Totally kidding.
It's funny though. So I've got it on my list. We don't have time today, but I got it on my list. All right, Dr. D, what's going on at Serenity Health and Wellness Serenity Nail Salon?
You know, March is kind of a lull month. Valentine's Day is over. Our 15-year anniversary is next month. Then we have Mother's Day. So why don't we just say, if you call Serenity and you mention the Andrew Z and Demetrius show, that you will get $10 off of any service that you book. Doesn't matter how much it is. So
even if nails, Demetrius, you want to get your toes done? You want someone touching your toes?
Nobody's touching my feet.
I think.
All right. Thank you, Dr. D. So $10 off if you mention Serenity Health and Wellness, Serenity Nail Salon. Call them, $10 off any service. Thank you, guys. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. We're off Thursday, Friday. Back next week. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you later. You have a great day. Bye-bye.